sound detector, check your audio settings. All right, cool. Audio settings checked. Good to go. Right, so there. Diego, going on. Good evening. All right. Just setting up my stuff here. Diego, just give me 2 minutes. Okay, all right, folks, we're going to give them a minute or two again before we starting. Everybody has a paper, right? You could go ahead and start if you want. I'll put it up on the screen as well. So those at home. So I did send a PDF of the paper in the WhatsApp chat, so you could always pull it up there, right? Or you could just check on the screen. Right, so I think that should be pretty visible. The first one is -3 squared plus -2 squared, in case you can see it. Right, so this it looks sad, roti boy. What's going on? This is maths. You all right? Lisi, how you doing, Lisi? What was that? We were trying to do English, like study for the exam or talk. Okay. Yeah. And you hurt people's feelings? Yes. How? Yeah. By being what, condescending or not understanding enough? What happened? Okay. Not sure. Yes, the one inside is lacking ink. Sorry, I should have told you. Yeah, no, yeah, send stuff outside the school. All right, is this March 2022? This is the 2019 paper. 2022 we will do on Thursday evening. Thursday 4 o'clock. Yeah. You guys remember tomorrow we have double sessions. I can't send my form for POE. Because once you're all done, I can put them any day, anytime, even the weekends. But there's all your last run. So I'll give all your preference. And yeah, I really had to separate people in that class because we tried a little thing just now, even with Mishka helping me, was, as Caitlin loves to say, this Caitlin here, chaotic at best. Right, I think I'll put this copy here. Okay, so yeah, I don't think anybody else come in. Even if they come, they'll just kind of join in kind of late. All right, so good evening, folks. Hope geography was good today. Hope you're all ready for your chem test tomorrow. All right, so I do actually have to just pop to the bathroom and come back. When I come back, we'll starting. Right, but you can work whatever's visible, and then as we go along. Elise, yeah, no problem. You're most welcome. Happy to hear you found those videos helpful. We still have, the council hasn't said anything about what they're doing with the exam. I remember because paper 2 supposedly had some issues with security. So, sorry, what? Yeah, that was quicker. It was. Yeah. All right, Lucy, glad to hear that. So hopefully they get some benefit with the maths too. All right, but yeah, let me just pop to the bathroom. We can come back. When I come back, we'll start. Mikey. Okay. Mikey will have cam. Okay, no problem. Oh, that's what he was doing. He was pulling the tire apart. The son. Like, wait, there was something. Ow. Let's start starting here. See if we can give you some time to do some work. All right. Brianna, good evening. How you doing? KK, Dunisha. How you all doing, guys? All right. So yeah. So let's zoom in and see if we could start starting here so we don't run too late. All right. So when we square, so this raising to the power 2 is also known as squaring. But that means that we're multiplying two instances together, right? And when they multiply a minus by a minus, what do we get? A plus. So minus 3 squared is minus 3 multiplied by minus 3, which will give us positive 9. And minus 2 squared is minus 2 by minus 2, which will give us positive 4. And 9 and 4 is equal to 13. There you go. So hold on, just now. Yeah, it's been doing this weird thing. Like it's selecting the whole page, and I have to do all kind of madness to try to, yeah. Just to get to D. What number when added to 1 and 1/3 gives, sorry. Oh wow. Yeah. I didn't want to erase. Lord have mercy. Alright, undo. Yeah, alright, cool. 13. Right. Let's try that again. Right, so what number when added to 1 and 1/3 gives 2? Well, that's 2/3. Alright, so some number, come the man Philip, behave yourself. This is going to piss me off. Alright. Okay, let me see. Yeah, we should. Right, so what number when added to that? Okay, so some number, when we add it to 1 and 1/3, gives us 2. So to solve for that number, that unknown, we could simply, yeah, yes, correct, Brianna, that's correct. B, yeah. So 2 minus 1 and 1/3, 1 and 1/3. 2 minus 1 is 1, and 1 minus 1/3 is 2/3. Don't know how that's a 3, but a 3, not a 3. Right, okay, cool. 2/3, right. So, thank you, KK, appreciate it. All right, number 3 now. 11.1 divided by 0.01. Okay, check this. You have a couple different ways you could attack this, right? Sorry. So one way is to consider, right, 11.1 divided by 0.01, and you could shift out that decimal point 2 spaces and the same number in the numerator. So you would end up with 1,110 over 1, which is just 1110, yeah? Right, the other way you could consider it is that, think about it, right? So you have 11.1, and you divide them by 0.01. Now, if you know that 0.01 is 1 over 100, right? What's the protocol when dividing with fractions? Change divisor, multiply, and invert the divisor. And when you multiply by 100, you'll shift your decimal point 2 spaces to the Right. So 3 is D. That's correct. Very good. You're on a roll there, Brianna. All right. Okay, the next item up is this item here. 12.5% of a sum of money is $40. What is that sum of money? Okay, so 12.5% is an interesting. That's actually the amount we pay when we pay VAT, value added tax in Trinidad, and it is exactly equal to 1/8. That is correct. 12.5% is exactly equal to 1/8. Right? So 1/8 of some sum of money is equal to 40. So again, just like we did 2 questions ago, no, not 2 questions ago, this one here, we could divide. So if 1/8 multiplied by x is 40, right, you could consider it as x divided by 8 is 40. So to solve for x, you'd multiply by 8 on both sides of the equation. And 40 by 8 will give us, hey, King Frost, what's going on? Right, that's correct. 40 by 8 will give us 320. Okay, scrolling down now. A test was marked out of 80. A boy scored, 60% of the marks on the test. How many marks did he score? Okay, no problem. All right, so that's 60 out of 100. All right, hey Naomi, how you doing? Multiplied by 80. All right, so you can knock off a 0 there, knock off a next 0 there, and 6 by 8 would simply give us 48. Okay, so before we go further, let me just check if I'm in class people. In class people, are we okay with the first column? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Any questions, any problems, anybody, anything? We good? Okay, right. I'm Google Meet people, right? Christina, Olivier, and Robnia. If you all are good with that, just kindly give me a G in the chat. If you need me to reaction any or all, that's not a problem. Let me know. Right? And anybody else online, if you're good with that, give me a G in the chat. G for good. Cool. All right, lovely. Let's go on to the next batch there. Number 6. Okay, we saw number 6 before. The square root of 181 lies between. Okay, so again, if you know your squares, then let's get. Okay, 1 second. Right. We did 1 to 5, but you could always broach it if you want, right? Right. So if you know your squares, we know 12 squared is equal to 1. Oops. I thought I changed that back. Yeah. We know 12 squared is equal to 144. Right? Now there's a trick to go from one square to the next. I don't know if you know it, right? If you want to go from one square to the next, so for example, let's say you don't know what 13 squared is. And let's say you were hesitant to multiply 13 by 13, right? Let's just say there's a trick to go from one square to the next. If you're going from 12 squared to 13 squared, you simply have to do the following trick. You simply add 12 and then add 13. 12 and 13 is 25. And if you add 25 to 144, guess what you get? You get 169. And that is 13 squared. All right? Now let's say you want to go to 14 squared. So to go to 14 squared, we would add 13 and add 12. No, and add 14. Sorry, wow, my brain. Sorry, here add that previous number and the next number. 13 and 14 is 27. 27 plus that is 196. Yeah, 196. Hey, Bree, even though you're doing. Oh, hold on. Who's some more? Okay. Sorry, let me just answer my wife real quick here. Sorry about that. All right, I'm with my chat. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry, what was I saying? 196. Right, so the square root of 181. So 181 lies between 169 and 196. So the square root of 181 will have to lie between 13 and 14. Yeah, question? Oh, okay. Okay, no problems. Okay, number 7. Which of the following sets is defined by x is an element of z? So z is a set of integers, positive and negative integers. Is defined by -2 less than x, equal to x less than equal to 4. Right. So what that means, if you consider your number line, right? You're going from -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you are going from that one to that one, inclusive of the values. So that is correct. 7 is D. Very good. All right. Lovely, lovely. Right, number 8 now. Right, so number 8 is a sets question. So I know they don't teach you all some things with sets very often because it's no longer on the paper 2. So sometimes teachers kind of overlook it and figure, well, we'll do this in lessons. And well, most times they happen to be right. Anyhow, if Q is the set of the letters A, B, C, how many subsets can be obtained from Q? So a subset is a smaller set within a larger set. Hey, Elia, how are you doing? Correct? Right. Right. So check it. You could pull out each element as a subset. You could pair up the elements. So you could have AB, you could have BC, and you could have AC. And then also, every set, just like how every number is a factor of itself, every set is a subset of itself. And just like how 1 is a factor of every number, the empty set is a subset of every set. I don't know how, but it is apparently. Anyhow, so that's 8. But there's a quicker trick you can use. And that trick is simply taking 2, the number 2, right? Just the number 2, and raising it to the power n, where n is the number of elements in the set. And in this case, we have 3. So the answer here is 2 to the power 3. And of course, as we know, 2 to the power 3 is indeed equal to 8. All right? But yeah, so this is the number of subsets in any given set. So it doesn't matter how many elements, it's always 2 to the power n, where n is the number of elements. So if it was 4 elements, the number of subsets is 2 to the power 4, which is 16, etc., etc. Okay, all right, let's scroll on a little bit. Hey, look at Venn diagram, boy. Okay, we saw this one yesterday too. Let's go. In the Venn diagram, of the number of elements in P is 5. So the total number of elements in P is 5, included in the intersection. And then the number of elements in Q is 9. Right? So 9 including the intersection. So the intersection is like the overlap. Those are elements that exist in P and Q simultaneously. All right? So the number of elements in P union Q. So if you count everything in P and Q together, P union Q, you get 10. And you might be asking, how if we add 5 and 9, we get 10? That don't work. That is correct. If you take 5 and 9, you will not get 10. But that means that there's something we need to subtract. 5 plus 9 is 14. And 14 minus 4 is equal to 10. And that's what they're asking for. What is the number of elements in P intersect Q? So that's 4. And let's check it out, right? If you put 4 here, right? Now, the whole P was 5 items. If 4 is here, it means you only have 1 here. And 1 plus 4 is 5. And if you have this whole set Q as 9 elements, you have 4 here, it means you're going to have 5 here. And 4 and 5 is 9. Right? And 1 plus 4 is 5, and 5 and 5 is 10. Right? The other way to do it is as follows, right? The number of elements in P union Q is equal to the number in P plus the number in Q minus the number in P intersect Q. Right? So if it is we actually are looking for this item here. Sorry, I forgot to change back the weight on the pen tip. Yeah. Yeah. Right? So, correct. So if you're looking for that one, and if we have this one, you're basically swapping positions. Right? So 5 plus 9 minus 10, which is basically what we did. All right, so that is option, which one option? Option A? Option E. Option A. Okay, all right, so in class, people, are we okay with numbers 6, 7, 8, and 9? Any questions, anybody, anything? Good? Yeah? All right, so Christina, Olivia, and Robin, if you guys are good with that, just kindly give me a G in the chat. Please and thanks. All right, cool. Thank you very much. Let's go. All right, we're going again. Let's zoom in. All right, so I actually want to get some water, so if you guys already worked it, that's no problem. So I just want to run up to some water. When I come back, we'll start correcting. So in case anybody wants a little more of a chance to work them. All right. Oh, okay, interesting. I'll be back. What year is this bar? This is May 2019. All right. May 2019. Okay. Right. In item 10 refers to the following information. Okay, so prime numbers, odd numbers, even. Which of the following sets is empty? Right. So this is a variation on a question we've seen before. Sorry? Oh, not me. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So this is a variation on questions we've seen before. They would ask us which is an empty set, or which are disjoint sets. So disjoint sets have no intersection, no common elements, and that was the odd and even, which also means that the intersection would be an empty set. So which of the following is empty? Well, Q intersect R, which is option B. Right. In number 11 now, sorry. So P is 2357, Q is 236, S is 245. So P intersect Q intersect S. So they're asking what elements are common to P, Q, and S. Are there any elements in P, Q, and S? I'm only seeing one, which is the number 2, sorry. Yeah, so I'm only seeing 2, as in the number 2. Common to all 3. P intersect Q intersect S. Correct. Whatever is common to, yeah. The U? That means putting everything together, right? So if it was P union Q, you would have 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So even though P and Q both have a 2 and a 3, the 2 and 3 are common, so you can't put them twice, right? All right. Okay, that's number 11. Oh, where you went? Cool. 12 refers to the following diagram. The shaded area represents P complement, right? So everything is shaded but P. So everything outside of P is P complement. Good. I see vibes gaming. Rihanna. Good. Going to 13 and 14. Okay, all right. We're coming. Let me catch up. Sorry. Yeah, so this one is just a straight case of P complement. Right? The complement is everything outside of that set. That excludes that set. All right. Okay, let's see about 13 and 14 then. Oh, sorry, wait. In class, people, are we okay with 10, 11, and 12? Yeah? All right, cool. Google Meet, give me a quick Genie chat if you're good with that. 10, 11, and 12. Sorry. All right, thank you. Right. If 6 TT is equivalent to 1 US, then 15 TT in US dollars is. All right. Hey, Jelani, what's going on? All right. So, yeah, if you're spending $6 to buy one of these and you have $15, then we can simply divide. 15 divided by 6. That's correct. So that'll give us 5 over 2, which is 2.5 or 2.5. So, yes, that's correct. Very good. Anybody who put C. Right. Number 14 now. All right, good job. Yeah, 7,000 is borrowed at the rate of 5% per annum for 3 years. The simple interest is, okay, so they just want the interest. So simple interest is principal, which is 7,000, by rate, which is 5%, by time. So the zeros will cancel. 70 by 5 is 350. 350 by 3 is 1050. Right. So that's option D. Right, sorry, I keep forgetting that my brain a little more on the calculations. There's some noise in the corner there. Okay, no. All right, there we go. Okay, so a dress which costs $180 is being sold at a discount. If you got tired, okay, no props. Yeah, thank you very much, I appreciate it. Sorry, yeah, the amount of the discount. Okay, so the discount is simply 10% of 180, right? Oh, did I use the purple? Yeah, I just did. Okay, so we're going to go back to the green now. So 10% of 180 is simply $18, right? Very good. Yeah, C is the answer. That's correct. Good job, guys. Right. Sorry. The value of a plot of land is $18,000. Land tax is charged at a rate of 70 cents per hundred, 70 cents per $100. So it's not 70%, it's 70 cents out of for every 100. So yeah, so 18,000 is the value. We need to find out how many groups of 100 are in 18,000. So to do that, we'd simply divide. Knock off 2 zeros. So we have 180 70-cent figures to pay. So 180 by 0.7. So again, you could swap the 180, the 10 there, as in the 18 by 10, to get 180, you could multiply by the 0.7. So you could just do 18 by 7, which is 70 plus 56, which is 126. So that's B. That's correct. All right. Jelani. Oh yeah, you were talking about 15 for C. Okay, no problem. That's cool. Okay, in class, people, are we okay with 13, 14, 15, and 16? Yeah. Question? 14? Yeah. So 7,000 is borrowed at a rate of 5% per annum, right? So 5% of that is 1/20th, which is 350, and 350 by 3 is 1050. All right, cool. All right, you okay with that now, Genevieve? All right, cool. Everybody okay on this side? Yeah. All right. Did I check with my Google Meet people? So Google Meet 703. Right. If you guys good with that, right there you go. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Right. Bring back up a little chat here. I'm moderator. All right. So, all right, we're done with this page. Let's go on to the next page. All right. So I'll give you a little minute head start to see the work where you can see. I'll drink some water. All right. Looking good, looking good. Good job. All right, we're going on to you. Lovely. Wait, I have 1,000 likes. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right. Okay, let's go. At the end of any year, a car is worth 5% less than what it was worth at the beginning of the year. If a car was worth 9,500 in December, what was its value in January? Okay, it's worth 5. How do I keep forgetting to set that back? Wait. All right, small thing. All right, it's worth 5% less than at the start of the year. So this 9,500 is after subtracting 5%. So the way I would suggest you think about this particular one is like this, right? If you subtract 5% from a whole, what percentage is a whole? 100, right? So if you subtract 5%, sorry, 1 second. Right. Right, what percentage will you be left with? 95%. So it means that this 9,500 is equivalent to 95% of the value at start. So we could say that 95% of the value, let's call it value at start, is equal to 9,500, right? So to solve for V, what we could do? We could divide by 9,500, not so? All right. So V would be equal to 9,500 over 1 divided by 95 over 100. Now don't forget, when you're dividing with fractions with the protocol, change divide to multiply and invert the divisor, right? So you have 100 over 95. So 95 into 9500 goes 100 times. And 100 by 100 is 10,000. On the right track. Uh-huh. All right. Okay.
Honestly.
All right, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
All right.
I literally just skipped to like that very last line.
Yeah.
And that's all I have here.
Okay. Right.
I was just mentally like.
Now, one other way, if you're not sure about this working here, is you could actually try the values in the options, right? Now check this. We know it could never be 99.95, right? Because the mistake people make is they find 5% of 9,500 and add it back. But that's a mistake because the 5% was not calculated on the 9,500. It was calculated on the value before, right? So if you're trying options and you're not sure and you're kind of shooting blind, try the easiest one first. All right, okay, let's go. A loan of $8,000 was repaid in 24 equal installments of 400. The rate of interest. Okay, we saw this one already. So if you repaid 24 amounts of 400, that's going to give us 9,600. Now, how much did we borrow? We borrowed 8,000. So it means that the interest is 1,600. You paid back 1,600 more than you borrowed. That's your interest. And to find the interest as a percentage of the amount borrowed, you put it over the amount borrowed and multiply by 100. All right, so knock off 2 zeros, 1, 1. 8 into 160 is 20. So you have 20%, man, which is option D. All right, so let's see. OG. Oh, no, D. D. All right, let me just let in Haley and tell her good evening. Evening, Haley, how are you? Hey. Look, Mrs. Adapt. Hello, babe. How are you? You good? You helping Sid with homework?
Hi.
Hi. All right, hey, right. Okay, going down now. Right, a dinner at a restaurant was advertised at $60 plus 18% tax. The total bill for this dinner was, okay, so you could just kind of power through this one, to be honest, right? If you have to find 18% of 60, right? So that's 18 over 100 multiplied by 60, right? So you could do cross out a 0 there. You could say 2 into that is 3, 5. 18 by 3 is 54. You have 54 over 5. That's going to give us 10 and 4/5, so 10.8. And then we have to add that 10.8. So we get $7.80. Hostage making dinner? Okay, nice. Making for you too? All right, 19B. Very good. All right, boy. Vibes Gavin and Brianna in the dance, boy. Where Jelani? Jelani gone? Tristan? Aaliyah? All there still? All right. Okay, going again. At a sale, each book was marked $3 off the original price. Okay, Daniel paid $46 for 2 books that had the same sale price. What was the original cost of one of his books? Okay, so we have to do some backwards working here, right? Each book was marked $3 off. He bought 2 books that had the same sale price. Okay, so if you spend 46 and you bought 2 books, they will then therefore each cost 23, right? And then if that was $3 off, you're gonna add back 3 and just get 26. All right. Cool. 20. Yes. Your man vibes. Good. All right. Brianna vibes. Nice. Good. Looking good. All right. So the dreaded algebraic fractions, boy. Is the one that's confused some people. That's okay. Let's see what we can do here with it. All right. So when we're adding fractions, we need a common denominator, right? So let's pull out the 1 over the 5x. And then 2 over 3x. Now, I saw an interesting thing on TikTok as to how to kind of solve these things, right? Would you agree that 5x is simply 5 multiplied by x? Okay, and would you agree that 3x is simply 3 multiplied by x? Right, so to make, sorry, and it's supposed to be 2, my bad, right? To make the denominators, well, the LCM, you're going to basically multiply by what's missing. What do I mean by that? Okay, between the, one second. So you have 5x here and you have 3x here. Do they have any numbers or letters in common? The x, right? What do they have not in common? 1 over 5, 1 over 3. So the one that has a 5 is missing the 3, so we can multiply by 3 there, right? And the one that has a 3 missing the 5, so you can multiply by 5 there, not so? Kind of, right? And then on top of that, whatever you multiply the denominator by, you must multiply the numerator by that as well. So in the numerator, you're going to have 1 by 3 is 3, 5x by 3 is 15x, 2 by 3 is 6, and 3x by 5 is also 15x. So now that we have a common denominator of 15x, we can simply add the numerators. And 3 plus 6 is 9, right? So we have 9 over 15x. Yeah. Ooh, that's a good question. But why by 3? So 2 by 5 give us 10. And 3 plus 10 is what? 13. Ooh, yes, good job. Thank you, Genevieve. Right, so which option here? Thank you, Bara. Yes, good job. Tiana, fame over hype. All right, cool. I see the name of this disappear, boy. That's the opposite of Beetlejuice. Oh, boss lady gone? Okay, cool. Let's have Naomi and Bara there. All right, let me go. Right. 22. When 5 is added to a certain number and the result is multiplied by 3, the final answer is 27. What is the original number? Okay, let me do this. Let us do it. All right. I'm on quick on the draw there. Right. So, all right. 5 is added to a certain number. So a certain number, you add 5 to it, and the result is multiplied by 3, and the final answer is 27. Right, so check this, right? What number multiplied by 3 will give us 27? 9. So x plus 5 is 9. What number added to 5 will give us 9? 4. So that's correct. Oh boy, Bara, quick on the draw, boy. Is it Bara or Bara? 4. All right, cool. Switch that back one time, so it's not a rude surprise. Priya's mom, Fule. Right, how are you doing? Right, good. Right, what is the value of x squared plus 3y all over xy if x is 4 and y is 2? Okay, well, this is simple substitution, right? So we have 4 squared plus 3 by y, yes, by y. All over, how I don't know, read you. Right, all over x by y. 4 squared is 16, 16 plus 6 all over 8. That's 22 over 8. Because Leanne, what's going on? Right. That's 11 over 4, which simplifies to 2 and 3/4, yeah? All right, good. So Brianna and vibes. Okay, there you go. 2 and 3/4. Oops. Sorry, one sec here. That's option D. And in 24 now, let's take a look. Good thing I did. If x is an integer that satisfies this inequality, right? So check it. You have 4 less than 2x less than equal to 6. And they want, what do they have in the middle here? Just x, right? What we have here? We have 2x. How do we get rid of the x? How is it attached? Up multiplication, so we can divide. So divide everything by 2. So 2 less than 3x less than equal to 3. Where I get 3x from? I don't even know. I don't. Right here. This is my 4th class for the day. And that's after getting up at past 5. Poe's mystery novel. Right, there we go. 1 second. Let's shade this one. It was A, right? Right. 20. I have D. Yeah? Alright, cool. Okay, in class, people, are we okay with this page from 17 to 24? Any questions on any of them? Anybody? Anything? We good? Okay, so Christina, Robnia, and Olivier, if you guys are good with this page, just kind of give me a G in the chat, right? Or more online people, if you're good with that, give me a G in the chat. Please and thanks. And Healy, sorry. Yeah. Man Barra.
So she just wanted to make sure
Uh-huh.
that she get like the same answer.
Yeah.
Sister is doing wine stuff,
Right.
and she asked me for a calculation saying have to start at 0 all the time.
Well, technically, it does start at 0 and go in either direction.
Yeah,
So,
and then Holly
yeah.
had to label it, and then she's asking me, well, could it go up in the corner? I'm like, well, as long as it's in the same thing. And then she shows me like
Mm-hmm.
an equation of a line,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can't remember what it was, and I told her it could not be 2. And this child runs up, follows me out of the house, explaining why it's 2. And
You have it? I can see it. I'm
I
curious.
was on my way here.
I'm curious now. See, they say when they reach and Christine walk in the road. It's 2.
No, she actually followed me out of the house.
Oh Lord.
That's
Alright.
your poor child.
I had much to do that, you know. I was appointed. I present myself, but I had do much. I can barely even make confirmation because I was working in the evenings. Hey boy, I reckon I've got her no boy. She was my no, Daniel was my first, and she was my second. I have 2 Chinese girlfriends. That I was just kind of given, you know. Like, okay, cool. And I have my good friend Noah. Right, Noah is my last godchild so far. Yeah, boy. So if any of them, if the parents go, I had a mind all of them. Right, now we go again. The sum of 2 positive numbers P and Q. Alright, Chloe, let me check. Sorry, do you have a list with the different answers for the multiple choice? I think I do. It's not my list. I had to find it. So if you need it, DM me on TikTok or Instagram, no? And we'll sort it out from there, right? Hey Brie, how you doing? Right, the sum of 2 positive numbers P and Q is 32. Their difference is 12. What is the smaller number? So this is a simultaneous equation, right? The sum of 2 positive numbers is 32. Their difference is 12. Now, we're assuming, well, I don't think it matters if you put P plus Q or Q plus P and Q minus P. We're just making sure that Q is a smaller number, right? So if you want to solve for the value of Q, we could subtract. If we subtract, we'll eliminate P. P minus P is 0. Q minus minus Q gives us Q plus Q. Right. Flavia, Thompson, Murray, how you doing? Evening. Vibes Gaming, say I go. Alright, Vibes. Thanks for hanging out. Right, so that'll give us 2Q. And 32 minus 12 is 20. Alright, and of course Q now is 20 divided by 2, which is 10. Alright, and just to confirm, if P is indeed 22, yeah, 22 plus 10 is 32, and 22 minus 10 is 12. Right, so Q is 10. That's correct. There you go. So all the phones said 25 was A. You guys are correct. I see Brian reached 27 already. All right. I'm slacking. All right, hold on, let's now. Right. All right, this one was kind of small. So this is 3x squared by 2x cubed. So you can multiply 3 by 2. And then when you have the same base and you multiply, what do we do with the indices? We add them. So x squared by x cubed will become x to the power of 2 plus 3, which is 5. So 6 by x to the power of 5. Sorry. Oi! Alright. 27 now. Oh, no. Stop that. Go down there. This one. Two matrices are conformable for multiplication if The number of rows, no, the number of columns, yeah, number of columns in A is equal to number of rows in B, yeah. That's a shorter way to say it, but not technically the most accurate. B is correct. Very good, Flavio. All right, 28. The determinant of the identity matrix is not 1. The determinant 1, 0, 0, 1. So you're going to multiply 1 by 1 and minus 0 by 0. And 1 by 1 is 1, 0 by 0 is 0, 1 minus 0 is 1. We're doomed. All right. So that paper? Okay, cool. What's my printer now? All right, good job. All right. Okay, if vectors p and q are 3, 2, and minus 1, 4, respectively, then p minus 2q. All right, let's take a look again. Where we was? Hold on, what we do last? Orange. Okay, let me do with the purple. Right. Okay, so p minus 2q is 3, 2, minus 2 by minus 1, 4. All right. So 3 minus 2 by minus 1 is plus 2. Minus 2 by 4 is minus 8. 3 plus 2 is 5. 2 minus 8 is minus 6. So that's option. Right, cool. Right. Looking good, looking good. Okay, whoa. This move on his own, yes? Like a Ouija board going on here. Okay, item 30 refers to the following parallelogram WXYZ. Okay, in the parallelogram XY is equal to the vector XY is small u. The vector from X to Y is small u. Okay, cool. All right. Right, okay. Good job. Sorry. XW is V. That's this one here. XW is V. R is the midpoint of YZ. Okay, no props. Now, because it's a parallelogram, let's just state a couple of things, right? XY and WZ are parallel and equal. So it means that the vector along WZ is also U. And XW and YZ are also parallel and equal because it is a parallelogram. So the vector along here is also small v. Right, now, what do they want? They want WR. Okay, I see in Brian have A. Okay, let's see. To go from W to R, you have a couple of different ways you could go, right? You could go from W to Z, and then Z to R. I think that's a short, because other than that, you have to go W to X, X to U, and then, sorry, X to Y, and then Y to R. So I think we'll stick with the two for now, right? So yeah, so let's put that. So WR is equal to WZ plus ZR. It looks someone, boy. We're going on someone. Right. So WZ is simply given as small vector U. ZR. Now ZR lies on YZ. It lies on this line here. The vector along that line is given as the whole line is V, right? But that's going downwards. If you're going from Z to R, you're going in the opposite direction. So you have to invert the vector. And not only that, we're going to the midpoint. The midpoint is traveling what fraction of the way along the line? Half. So it'll be minus a half V. So, yes, Brianna was correct. Option A, minus 1/2 V. Cool. All right, so that's that page. Let's zoom out to that page, see if we could see everything on at once. Okay, in class, people, are we okay with the solutions on this page? Any questions, anybody, anything? No? All right, Google Meet. So, Christina, Haley, Olivia, and Robin, can you give me a Genie chat if you're good with that? Please and thanks. Hey, someone. Good job. Okay, great. All right, guys. So it's about 7:30, and we're about halfway through the paper, so that's pretty good. Let's continue. All right, let me see. Given that 1 millimeter is 1/1000th of a meter, sorry, 2,500 millimeters would be, well, 2,500. So that's the same as 2500 divided by 1000, yeah? Which means we shift the decimal point 3 spaces, so we're going to get 2.5, yeah? 2.5. B. Yeah, Barry, you're good to go there. Thank you, Natasha, for sharing your life. Appreciate it. All right. What are we saying there? What are we saying there? Oh, you wanted some more time. Sorry about that. 31. Good, good, good. Okay, let's go on to 32. All right. Item 32 refers to the following diagram, which shows a sector of a circle, AOB, such that AOB is 60 degrees and OB is R units long. All right, cool. Right. The area. Okay, so the area of a sector. So a sector. Oops. Come back to me. Let me not do that. Hold on. Stop. Pi over 3? No, it could do it. If it converts 60, that's pi over 3, right? Yeah. So R squared by pi over 3. Yeah. That's option C. That's correct. All right, let's take a look there. Right. So what I was saying is that a sector is a fraction of a circle, and the fraction is given by the angle in the sector. The angle here is 60, right? So the area of a sector is a fraction of the area of the whole circle, right? So that's theta, which is the angle in the sector in degrees, divided by 360, multiplied by pi by r squared. So if we put 60 over 360. Oh, no. So it's not that. It's what? It's B? I mean, is it A? Okay. No, it's a half r squared theta. That's where I went wrong. A half r squared theta. So a half by pi over 3 is 60. A half by a third is 1/6. Okay. Yeah, that's where I went wrong. Sorry, I got a WhatsApp. What was the WhatsApp? Somebody at WhatsApp me. Aha. Right, okay, sorry about that. 32 is B, yeah, so 60 pi by r squared. Right, so 60 will cancel with 360 6 times. So yeah, you really have 1/6 by pi r squared. That's correct. Which is option A. Wait, didn't I just do... Why is it... Hey, behave yourself. Right, okay, cool. Huh? Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah. They're not going to know if you use radians or degrees. And it's not going to matter because the answer is perfectly correct. Okay, right. The volume in cubic centimeters of a cube of edge 3 is... Okay, so a cube, the volume of a cube is, well, the length of the edge cubed, or to the power 3, which is 27. All right, 3 by 3 by 3. 3 by 3 is 9. 9 by 3 is then 27. Okay, cool. One viewers that didn't log in. Where? I have no idea. Right. Flavia. Good. 33C. Good job. Yeah. Okay. Going on. Oh, okay. I don't know what is going on. Since the day started, it was doing this. So instead of just moving from left to right, it's stuck in a kind of zoom thing here. I don't understand. Hold on. Just now. When in doubt, just come out. All right. Okay. All right. The perimeter of a square is 48 centimeters. What is the area? Okay. The perimeter is the total distance around the edge. Come the man, Philip. Stop doing me that. Right. So, if the total distance, so let's call the side S. If you add up 4 S's, and we get 48. To find what S is, we'll simply divide 48 by 4. And we'll get 12. I want to find the area, that is side by side or side squared. And 12 squared is 144. Sorry. Yeah. 34D, right, cool. Which of the following figures not drawn to scale has an area equal to a half by 5 plus 4 by 2? Right. So we have some trapezia here. Right. Now, I already know that the answer is D, and I'll tell you why. Right. The formula for the area of a trapezium, right, is 1/2 of the sum of the parallel sides, let's call them A and B, multiplied by the perpendicular distance between them, or some people call it the height, right? If you look at here and here, is that the height? That's not the perpendicular height, so A and B are automatically out, right? Now you have a 5 here and you have a 4 here, but 5/2? No, they're supposed to be 2. Yep, there you go. 4 plus 5, a half by 4 plus 5, then by 2. So it's option D. These are interesting ways to bring these questions. I will admit that. Okay. The area of a rectangle, 53.6. 35 is D, 34. Yeah, very good. All right, good job. Flavia, and Brianna. Very good. Okay, the area of a rectangle, is 53.6 square centimeters. If the length is multiplied by 4 and the width is half, then the area would be, okay, so check this, right? They like to bring this one and I'll show you how you could do it real easy. Area is equal to length by breadth. Would you agree? Okay. Now what they're then saying is that area is 53.6, right? Now the length is multiplied by 4. Sorry, hold on. Right, so we're doing length multiplied by 4, and then the width is halved. Right, what would the new area be? Correct. So when you rearrange here, you could bring back length by breadth, multiply by 4, multiply by a half, and a half of 4 is 2. So basically what you're doing, just like Shay was saying, is you're multiplying length by breadth by 2. Length by breadth we know is area, which we know is 53.6. Alright? So 53.6 by 2 is 107.2. Yeah, that's option C. But I'm not bringing it over. If you think about it, right? What I have here is length by breadth. And we already established length by breadth is area. Right? And the area we know is 53.6. So basically, you could sub in 53.6 anywhere you have L by B. All right. Okay, so we're scrolling up just to check something there. Okay, cool. All right, so I think that was it for this page. Let me just zoom out so we could see everything, although it's kind of small. All right. In class, people, are we okay with the solution on this page? Any questions, anybody? Anything? Cool. All right. So Christina, Haley, Olivier, Robin, if you guys are good with that, just kindly give me a GD chat. Please and thanks. All right. Good. Thank you. All right. Cool. Hey, look, we have our next sector with a 60 degrees. But item 37 refers. Why would the life end? Inactivity. What are we talking about? Inactivity. What way? Give yourself. Yeah. Sorry. Item 37 refers to the following diagram, which shows a sector of a circle with center O. Okay. Shazina. All right, Shazina, let's take a look and see how we're doing there. Right, so we have a sector. So as we saw on the previous page, a sector is a fraction of a whole circle, like a slice of pizza. Right, the pizza is the circle, each slice is a sector. So it's a piece or fraction of the whole. If the length of the minor arc is 8, this length here is 8, right? That's a piece of the whole circumference. What is the length of the circumference of the whole circle? Right, so again, the fraction of the circle, right, that we are working with is given by the angle in the sector, which is 60 degrees, right? So what we're saying is that to find that, so it's 60 over 360, sorry, 1 second. right, multiplied by 2 pi r, right? Or let's just put it as c of circumference. So that's equal to 8. 60 over 360 will cancel along to 1/6. So 1/6 of the circumference is 8. Right? So think about that. Circumference divided by 6 is 8. So to find circumference, that's simply equal to 8, then multiply by 6, which of course will give us 48. All right. Very good, right? So Flavia, Brianna, Shazina, what? Working hard. All right, there we go. 38 now. The area of a triangle is 30 square centimeters and its base is 10. What is the height? Okay, so we go back to basics. What's the formula for the area of a triangle? Correct. Base by perpendicular height divided by 2. Now, they've given us that the area is 30. We don't know the base. No. Yeah, we know the base is 10. Multiply by height all over 2. All right, so 2 will cancel with 10 how many times? That's 5 times. So if 5 by h is 30, to find h, what do? We take 30 and we divide by 5, which of course will give us 6. There you go. All right, lovely. All right. Yes, good job, good job. All right, item 39 refers to the following histogram, which shows the number of children aged 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 who took part in a survey. Most hated fire. All right, cool. What was the modal age? So the modal age is the age that corresponds to the highest number of kids. So the tallest bar, all right, and the tallest bar corresponds to what age? 7. All right. All right, good. Yeah, lovely. All right, in class, people, we okay with these 3 questions here? Any questions? Anybody? Anything? All right. So Christina, Robnia, Haley, and Olivia. I know I just asked you for a G, but we kind of finished the page kind of fast here, so let me know. All right, good job, Shazina, Brianna, Flavia. All right, lovely. 38 is 7. 7? All right. Aaliyah, how you doing, Aaliyah? Good job. Vid. Hey, thanks, boy, Vid. Paying fees and thing, boy. All right, so we're into the last 1/3 of the paper here, boy, after number 40. Okay, items 40 to 42 refer to the following diagram, which shows the cumulative frequency curve based on the marks of 200 students who took a driving test. Okay, so we have 200 students. What do they want? So that's the CF curve there. The diagram looks pretty clear, to be honest. The median mark scored by okay, so to find the median mark, you have to go on the CF curve and find the halfway point. The median mark is the mark obtained by the person exactly halfway in the distribution. There are 200 students. So your halfway point is half of 200, which is 100. Right? So between 80 and 120, right, the 100 is the halfway point here. Right, we need to zoom in to see where it hits. Right, so I feel like we have to go down. Let's see if I can just get a. That's the smallest, boy. Right, so I don't know. Okay, so let's go in the middle. All right, and between 30 and 40, we have 10 small blocks. So each small block corresponds to 1. That's the 35 mark, 36, 37, 38. So I'm getting 37.5. As an option? Hey, there you go, 37.5. All right, good. Yeah, 40 is B, Shazina and Brianna, very good, lovely. I got Rob to give me an HG. What is that? What is that the chemical stand for again? HG is. I don't know. No, AG is silver. Anybody?
Oh.
Chem people? No? Okay, sorry. Anyhow, right. So, all right, let's go again. What is the interquartile range of the marks scored by the 200s? Okay, so for interquartile range, we have to find the upper quartile and the lower quartile. So that's the 25th or so. So the 1/4 and the 3/4 way. Yes, Flavia. Very good. Okay, so let's go. So 1/4 of, or as my parents say, 1/4. Quarter. Like aquatic, right? of 200 is 50, right? So so this is 60 here. So to find 50, we have to go halfway between 40 and 60. As in the groove right here, boy. What? Wait, why did I pass it? Right. So about there. Okay, and we can read down from there. All right, so I'm getting 29.5. It's possible that it's just 29, to be honest, depending on how good your eyesight is on your graph. So that's the lower quartile, right? And then the upper quartile will be at the 150 mark. All right, let's put that in a blue now. Right, so 140 is here. So 150 will be halfway between 140 and 160. But that is clearly halfway in between. I mean halfway in between. That's clearly halfway. Or clearly just between these two minor grid lines. So that's between 42 and 43. So I'm getting 42.5. When we subtract those two, we get 13. Is 13 an option? 12.5. Okay. Well, that's the closest one. I think that would work, right? So hold on. So what could have gone wrong then? So maybe it was supposed to be 30. No, it couldn't be 30. What about that one there, boy? Maybe that one could have been 43. Okay, all right. So if you're ever in a situation like this where what you get didn't match up, look for the closest one. Or sorry, yeah, go ahead. 2020 and 2021. Oh. Yeah. Right, so where was I? All right, there was I. Right, so it was what was it again, boy? 42.5 minus 29.5. Okay, cool. So 42.5 minus 29.5, which is 13. So approximately 12.5. Okay. If anybody has any insight in that one, you can let me know. All right, so 42 actually was also doing that, right? So 42 said what, boy? If 38% of the students passed the test, what was the pass mark? Okay, 38% passed. Wow, okay. 38 by 2? By 200? Yeah, because it's 38 over 100 and then by 200, yeah? Okay, so 38 over 100 by 200 just simplifies to 38 by 2, which is 76. So 76 people pass. Now here, let's catch people, right? That's the pass mark, right? What the mistake people make is go on the graph and look for 76 down here. That is not what's happening. 76 people passed, which means the rest of them failed, which means that you have to go to the top and count 76 down. So it's the top 38% passed. The bottom 62% didn't. All right? So if you count, how much it is again? Oh, no, that's it. Oh, we don't have to find. No, what was the pass mark? Oh, yeah. What was the pass mark? Right. So to find the pass mark, we actually have to go at the 124 spot on the graph on the y-axis and read across from there. So let's go. Let's do it with orange. So 76 people passed. All right. So 124 on the graph. 124, 128. Where's that again? 132, 136, 140. Yeah. So 124 is here. So that's the pass mark there. Is it 40 or 39.5? I feel it was 39. I think it's 40. Yeah, 40. 40 is the pass mark there. Yeah. Okay, that was an interesting one. I don't feel we saw. Or Silver's AG. Okay, thanks. Yeah. Silver's AG. Okay. Right, hey Jesse, how you doing? Jassy, sorry, Jassy. Wait, hold on. Oh wait, how come I didn't pop it up? Interesting. All right, cool. Sorry, small thing. 42 is C. Right, that's the number of people who didn't who passed, but they wanted the pass mark. Right, so you had to go on the graph and find the pass mark. All right, cool. All right, 43 now. The following table shows the frequency of scores obtained by the student. Okay, cool. The range of scores. Okay, so the range is what? Highest minus lowest? Right. The highest score is 10, the lowest score is 2, so you just have 10 minus 2, which is 8. Very good. Yes, Jassy, very good. Good job. All right, cool. All right, yes. Shazina, good job. Brianna as well, Flavia too. All right, cool. Item 44 refers to the following two-way table, which shows the mode of transportation to school on a particular day for a group of 200 students. Okay, cool, no problem. I didn't put any of them back, did I? Yeah, okay, so you have, right. So people who took bus, oh, come the man, Philip, don't do that. Right. Right, people who did bus, so 30 plus 44 is 74. Right, hold on, let me see if I can make this a little easier, right? We'll do like a kind of blue. That, right. Okay, no, so maybe you have to go down one again. Right, so this, those are totals there. Right. And these are totals here as well. Right, so if you add going across, you get 108 for males, 92 for females. 108 and 92 is, hold on, sorry, my wife calling, my bad. Hello? Uh-huh. After a drop stage in the morning, that would be between, as normally drop them off between 7 and quarter past 7. So between quarter past and half past 7. Between quarter past and half past 7. Yeah. Down. As passed by him on the way down. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, sorry guys, just working out logistics for tomorrow. My bad. Right, sorry, what I was doing? This one. Right, cool. And then right, so if you add the green going down, you get the pink. If you add the blue going across, you get the pink. Right, sorry. What is it that they're asking us to do? My bad. A male student is picked at random from the group. What is the probability he did not walk to school on that day? So if you didn't walk, you took the bus or the taxi. 30 plus 50 is 80. And 80 out of 200. Right? Oh, come the man, Philip. No, stop that. Guys, just give me a second. I have to reopen the book because that particular thing is annoying me to no end. Alright, so I've seen some answers coming in for this one. Alright, so I understand why you would put C, because you would put 80 over 27, right? But we've been finding that from the CSEC maths perspective, they mean out of the total number. Right, but we could I'll see if I could cross-check that and find out some more details for you all, right? Right, so I think it would be 2/5, but we will do a little, I'll ask around for this one. Right, Jassy is 14 or 54. Yeah, I'll do A. Okay, all right, in class people, are we okay with this page here? Any questions, anybody, anything? All right, so Christina, Olivier, Haley, and Robin. If you guys are good with that, give me a G chat. Oh, cakes, what's going on? Right, cakes going. 7:55, right. Oh, okay. All right, thank you. Okay, let's go from there. Right, so we into the last quarter of the paper here. Oh God, I'm late. Yeah, you're late. Oh, guy, I'm not sure. If what, sorry?
No, it's a stapler.
What do you call it?
It's a stapler.
What is it? It's not sharp, no?
It's a stapler.
Okay.
I was supposed to say
Mm-hmm.
sharpener, but end up saying stapler.
Well, your brain tired. All right. Yeah. Right. So from the group. So the group is everybody. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. From a group of 200. Okay. So that way, once it's said from the group, it's all the 200. Okay. All right. That's a good observation. Cakes most likely to already there. Uh-huh. Okay. Cool. Right. Right. Which of the following represents the graph of a function? Right. So that's this one here, and I'll tell you why. Okay. So we have this thing called the vertical line test that we use to test if something is a function in addition to being a relation. Cool. It's called the vertical. If you draw a vertical line through and it only hits one point on the function, on the graph, on the pink line, then it's a function and not just a relation, right? Because that means it's a one-to-one or a many-to-one, right? This one, however, if we drew lines, yeah, it would hit two spots here and two spots there. So once you hit in more than one spot with the vertical line, it's a relation but not a function. This one vertical line hits all the spots. And this one will hit those three on that side. So B, C, and D are not functions. The answer here is definitely going to be A. All right, 46. 46 is C. All right, cool. Let me take a look. Okay, right. So let's take a look here now. F of x is 2x squared minus 1. F of minus 3. Let's zoom in a little bit more to see right? Okay, simple calculation stuff. So 2 by minus 3, then squared minus 1. Minus 3 squared, of course, is 9. 2 by 9 is 18. 18 minus 1 is 17. All right, yeah, Jassy, good job. All right. One sec. Water break.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna just ask Killer real fast. Next Tuesday or Monday. Sorry, I should have scrolled down so you couldn't see. My bad. Oh, hey Kyle, what's going on? All right. Item 47. No, apparently with a spring air freshener inside. I don't know. Straight line AB cuts the y-axis at. So the y-axis is vertical axis, right? So that's 0 and minus 2. Okay, cool. So 0 minus 2. Undo. All right, then we'll just let the inside class pass out here, and we'll resume, right? So 0 minus 2. All right, James. Yeah, man. All right. Hey, Christian. So Tuesday. Okay, cool. Right, the equation of the line which passes through the point 0,5 and has gradient 4. Right, so simple. So if you take the gradient intercept form, all right, I see in Nikisi. Yeah, good job. All right, yeah, Mikhail. No accounts tomorrow. Eh? I'm doing multiple choice maths. So what I'll do a makeup class either on the weekend or next week. Right? Most likely weekend too. I might do extra maths for all you if all you're interested because the exam is Monday, right? Right. So we'll talk more about that in the WhatsApp chat. Yeah, man. Later. All right. So yeah. So y is equal to m, which is the gradient, by x plus c, which is the y-intercept, which is therefore 5. So 4x plus 5. 48 is indeed c. Good job, everybody who put that. Right, cool. All right, in class, people, are we okay with this page? These 4 on this page, right? All right. All right, cool. Later. Next, Thursday, yeah? All right, cool. I have it, yeah. I only have one for both units. Yeah, it's a universal one. All right, and Robnia, Olivier, Haley, and Christina, let's give them a quick Genie chat if they good with that. Oh, sorry, I'll get it ready. My bad. Thanks. All right. Tomorrow, anybody?
Yeah.
The usual girls in the evening?
The girls and
Okay. Oh, they're coming too? Okay, cool. All right. Okay, later. All right, the range of f of x to x cubed. Am I an English teacher? No, I teach math, accounts, and ad maths. All right, do I sound like an English teacher? That's interesting. Right, so far so good. All right, cool. Hikaru's piano. All right, that's an anime thing, manga thing, right? So the range, okay, so you have to plug -2, -1, etc. into x cubed. -2 cubed is -8, -1 cubed is -1, 0 cubed is indeed 0. Aha. Nah, boy. Right, 1 cubed is equal to 1, and 2 cubed is equal to 8. Right. I'm so confused. I have exams on the 7th. Which past paper should I run through? I would say if you have from Jan 2024, go back to about 2020. If you got 2018, I don't go back so far. All right, Kyle. The best maths are maths and accounts. Okay, thank you, Kyle. I don't really get 40, 49. Yeah. So you just have to plug in the values here individually inside the function. All right. See if we can write a bit more neatly, a bit neater, right? So x and then f of x, which is x cubed. So -2 cubed is -8. -1 cubed is -1. 0 cubed is 0. 1 cubed is 1. 2 cubed is 8. And that corresponds to option D. Right? When you cube something, you're multiplying 3 instances of the item together. All right? I hope that cleared it up, Hikaru. All right. Yeah. All right. Items 50 and 51 refer to the following graph. The values of x for which the graph intersects y equal to 0. Right. Y equal to 0 is what line on the graph? The x-axis. Because at every point on the x-axis, y is equal to 0. And the points of intersection there are here at 0 and here at 4. So x equal to 0, x equal to 4. That's option E. All right, 50 is A. Yeah, very good. Good. Brianna, Shazina, right? All right, Hikaru. Cool. The coordinates of the turning point. So they use turning point now instead of maximum point. So the turning point is another name we give to the maximum or minimum point, right? So the coordinates, let's do a different color so it stands out a bit more easily, right? So you can read down to get 2 on the x and read across to get 4 on the y. So 2, 4. X coordinate 2, y coordinate 4 as option D. right. Nikisi. Yeah, there you go. Good job. All right, cool. Which of the following pairs of lines is perpendicular? Right. What do we know about perpendicular lines? What angle do they meet at? Correct. So if you have one line going like that, and you have a next line going so, and the angle between them is indeed 90 degrees, they are perpendicular, mutually perpendicular. And there is a relationship between the gradients of mutually perpendicular lines. If we let the gradients be represented by m, usual m, right? So if the gradient of the first line is multiplied by the gradient of the second line, we get -1, right? Easy one? All right, cool. So let's say you wanted to find the second gradient and we had the first one. So all we'd have to do is divide, right? Since we're multiplying on the left side, we divide. All right, so which of the following lines is perpendicular? So we need to express these in the form y equal to mx plus c. We could already see that option B is out. Because look, they're both already in the form y equal to mx plus c, right? Is there any sites that are acquired in 2024? Chat CXE? You can check that one. Right, yes, 90 degrees, good. Okay, so that one is out, right. Y, okay, let's check option C. So this is already in the form y equal to mx plus c, right? If we were to put this in the form y equal to mx plus c, we'd have to get rid of the 4 in the front here. How is that 4 attached to the y? So how do we remove it? You have to use division. So if we divide by 4 on the left side, you get y. Dividing here, you get x over 4 plus 1 over 4. And x over 4 is the same as a quarter x. So your gradient here is a quarter, your gradient here is -4. And if we take 1/4 and multiply by -4, guess what we get? We get -1. So in this case, C. These are the two lines that are mutually perpendicular. Right. One more. Item 53, first of the following diagram of a transformation. What transformation maps PQR onto P prime, Q prime, R prime? That's a reflection. Right? If we imagine a line being drawn in the middle here, right? Like if this was the face, somebody's face, this is their face, see? Same P, P prime, R, R prime, and then Q is to the back on both sides. So yeah, a reflection is correct. Very good, as option D. Okay, all right, let's zoom out here. Okay, in class, people, are we okay with the solutions on this page? Any questions, anybody, anything? All right, Google Meet, know the drill. Christina, Haley, Olivia, and Robnia. More online people, if you're good with that, they might G chat. If you're reworking, give me an R. Okay, cool. Right, lovely. Reflection. Yep, very good, Flavia. All right. Okay, we're into the last 5 or 6 questions. 7, actually. Let's see. All right, we've seen 54 quite a few times before, right? Sorry, give me 1 sec. I'll just check something here real quick. Right, I figured so. Yeah, we did. This is, right, so we're going through 53 confusing. All right, well, let me know. Right, so in the triangle, the value of x is now, the sum of all the angles in a triangle is equal to what? 180 degrees. What do these two little dashes indicate about those lengths? They are the same, which means that the base angle across here is also equal to 30 degrees because we have an isosceles triangle. All right. Right, so all we have to do now is as follows, right? To find the missing angle, we add up the two that we have. 30 plus 30 is what? 60. And subtract it from 180. So 180 degrees minus 30 plus 30. So that's 180 degrees. Sorry about the writing. So that's equal to 120. All right, very good. Yes, Nikisi, very good. Right, option C, very good. 55. Okay, item 55 refers to the following transversal diagram, right? We have two lines that are parallel, mutually parallel to each other, right? We have AB, right? And we have CD, which are mutually parallel, as indicated by those arrows, right? And when you have that happening, you have scope for, sorry, and when a transversal cuts them, you have scope for F and Z angles, right? So here we have a kind of backwards F thing going on, right? So if you're backwards Z, sorry. So what that means is that X is equal to Y. Right? Because alternating angles are equal. All right, 55. Sorry, 55 is B. My bad. Yeah, I saw a custom with it being A. I didn't even look at to see if the option was correct. Wow. Right, so let that be a lesson to you to make sure it's the correct thing. Not just the letter, it's the correct answer. Alternate angles. Very good. Yes. Good job, guys. You know your stuff. All right. Oh, okay, wow. Let's go to 56, see what we're doing there. Similar triangles, boy. Okay, so item 56 refers to the following pair of similar triangles. So we have ABC and MNO. Okay. The length MO, that is that pink length there, right? Is what? Okay, now similar triangles are triangles that are, yes, what does that mean? It means that they have the same angles in the same places, or the angles between them are the same in the corresponding positions, right? Now what that means is that basically you have a scaled up and a scaled down version of the same triangle. Now it also means that you have what we call corresponding lengths. So for example, AB, which is the base across here, corresponds to this length across here. And if AB is equal to 6 centimeters and this is 3, clearly we scale down, not so? How do we, what's the factor there? We scale by a half. If you're going from small to big, you'd multiply by 2. And going from big to small, you divide by 2. And dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by a half. So if we now go to compare the pink sides, right? Right, so this side is 6, and this side will be, 7. This side is 7. Wow, I watched that and said 6, yes? That side is 7. If that side is 6, let's not, hold on one second, eh? Yeah, it'll simply be a half of 7, which is 3.5. But I just kind of studying the logistics of this triangle, boy. That's 6 there. That's 7. That makes sense. I do feel so. Anyhow, sorry, I focused on the wrong things. Yeah, so 3.5. Yeah. All right, the image of a point P under a translation P prime, is P prime, 5 minus 4. What is the translation vector? Okay, so the translation vector is how we get from P to P prime, right? So to go from 1, 2 to minus 5, minus 4, think about on your number line too. To go from 1 to minus 5, we have to go backwards, right? And to find out how many spaces you do start minus the end, right? Or actually, no, you do n minus start, my bad. Minus 5 minus 1, which is minus 6. And then same thing here. On the vertical, you went from 2 to minus 4. From 2 to minus 4. So again, you do n minus start, and that'll give us minus 6 as well. Yeah, 1 minus 6 is minus 5, 2 minus 6 is minus 4. So yes, that is correct. 57 is indeed A. Good job. So a couple of people put A in the chat there. All right, good. 57B. No, I think you added both of them. Sorry about that. That's okay. All right. Okay. In class, people, are we okay with 50 for the solution on this page? Any questions? Anybody? Anything? No. All right. Cool. So Olivier, Haley, Christina, and Robin, if you guys are good with that, just give me a quick G in the chat, please and thanks. All right. Lovely. All right. And okay, good. All right. On to the last page, last 3 questions. Yeah, and then we're home free for tonight. Right. So item 58 refers to the following diagram. Okay. So what we have going on here, boy? OA double prime, OAA prime. Wow. Sorry, I need to just fix that. My bad. Right. Let's go. So OAA prime, right? OBB prime, OCC are straight lines. ABC is mapped onto A prime, B prime, C prime by an enlargement center O. What is the scale factor? Okay, so we need to look at the corresponding sides. So the verticals. If you look at the verticals, right? AC. Whoa. Wait yourself. Right. So AC corresponds to A prime, C prime. The length here is 2, length here is 4. That's a scale up of 2, right? If you just wanted to cross-check it just to be absolutely sure, you could check CB and C prime, B prime. That's 1 and that's 2. So that's also a doubling, all right? So that's an enlargement. So the scale factor is 2. All right. 59. Ooh, I see 59 in a long time, boy. Wow. They bring it back. 58C2. That's correct. Yeetly deet. Hey, yeetly. Moving on. Right, Nikisi. Good job, Nikisi. A? Nah, not A. If you were scaling down Nikisi, it would be A. Right, okay. A plane is. Whoop. Stop dart. Right. A plane is flying in a direction of 45 degrees and changes course in a clockwise direction to 135. The angle through which the plane turns is 90 degrees. Yeah, if you went from 45 to 135, yeah, 45 to 135, that's a turn of 90 degrees. Simple and straightforward. 90 degrees, right? Cool. And the last question of the evening. One second, huh? Yeah, they saved this one for long to the end. Right. Item 60 refers to the following diagram not drawn to scale, which shows that the angle of depression of a point X from Z is 30 degrees. Okay. So yeah, if you follow, so this line, the horizontal line of sight, is parallel to the horizontal ground. Right? And we, of course, we have that, what we call the transversal kind of cutting. So it's given us scope for alternating or Z angles, right? So 30 degrees. Right, X is 10 meters from Y. X is 10 meters from Y. We can see that relatively clearly. All right. They want the height YZ in meters. Okay, cool. So relative to 30, that side is opposite. This side down here is adjacent because this side across here is the hypotenuse. Well, we neither have the length of the hypotenuse nor are we looking for it. So of course, if you know your trig ratio, sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine, is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. All right? 6 is not my favorite at all. That's okay. I'll help you with it. Young chopper. Yeah, boy. Aliyah, you come back. Right, cool. Tan is equal to opposite over it. Again, guys, sorry for the scrappy writing. It's the end of the day and it's my 4th class and I'm kind of tired there. But anyhow, right. So since we're not using hypotenuse, tan is the only ratio we could possibly use. And there's only one item with tan here. So we don't have to work it out. But just in case anybody wanted to see it worked out, right, it would be that tan 30 is equal to opposite over adjacent. And to solve for the numerator, you'd multiply throughout the equation, both sides of the equation, by that same denominator of 10. So you'd end up with 10 by tan 30 is equal to YZ. All right, so in class, people, are we okay with the last page here? Any questions, anybody, anything? All right, so Olivier, Haley, Robnia, and Christina. If you guys are good with that last system of final G in the chat, we wrap it up for tonight. Well, actually, we didn't need to find the hypotenuse. So when you're doing math paper 1 again, tomorrow we have Yeah, guys, so tomorrow we have a double session 4 to 6, half 6 to half 8. Tomorrow we're doing May 2020 in the earlier session and May 2021 in later session, right? And then Thursday is our last day, so we're doing May 2022 and then 2023. And then that will be it. Yeah, 4 to 6 and half 6 to half 8. All right, yeah, no problem, Shazina. Deeply. All right, Flavia. Good to have you on. All right, so folks are logging off there for tonight. Got through with this side, but for all the years, just got through the ones May, June. Okay. Very into Zoom. All right, so folks, have a good evening. Get some rest. Good luck if anybody doing chemistry tomorrow and TD. And I'll see you all at 4 o'clock. All right, yeah, Brianna. All right, Google Meet or go on there. If you all have any questions, of course, please feel free to message me. Send me a little WhatsApp, and we'll go from there. So, yes, tomorrow, yeah. 4 to 6 and 6:30 to 8:30. All right, okay. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. To do Jan's, yeah, the more you practice, the better for you. We did the January 2020 to 2024 between Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So yeah, the more you practice, the better for you. All right, yeah, Flavia. Okay. Yeah, lobster. I reach when the live end. Yeah, but check out YouTube. You should see it on YouTube. Next stream, 4 o'clock tomorrow, and a second at 6:30. All right, guys, I had to go there. Sorry to duck out on you all, but